Welcome to Section 4, Editing and Special Elements. This is the fourth section of our writing boot camp. In this section, you're going to learn how to edit your rough draft and use special elements to make your paper stand out and receive a score of 4 on all aspects. So let's mark it paid. What does paid mean? Means proofread, answer, ideas, and design. Market paid, market paid. You should have done section 1 of the boot camp by now. Can you guess what that section was? How about cub your prompt? Circle, underline, and bracket. Second, you would have used your cubbed prompt to build a graphic organizer like one of the two below. We focused on a table or a bubble graph. Third, you would have moved your information from your graphic organizer to your outline. And fourth, you would have wrote your rough draft from that outline. Now we're going to mark it paid. And when I say mark it paid, I mean literally. When you receive your test, the first thing you should do at the top of your paper on the test is write the words C-U-B, cub, above the prompt. That reminds you to cub your prompt. You should also write the word paid at the top of your rough draft. Proofread, answer, ideas, and design to remind you to edit your rough draft. What is proofread? Proofread is making your paper polished with a variety of sentences and word choice to impress your reader. Check your use of words, your sentences, and your grammar. The blue box is special elements we want to check whenever we're proofreading. We want to check our spelling, our grammar, our punctuation, talking about commas, periods, exclamation marks, quotation marks. We also want to check our capitalization, the first words in a sentence, names, places, titles of excerpts and passages. Our yellow box is going to talk to us about our rubric. This is the first time in our writing boot camp that we've talked about a rubric. We will discuss a rubric in the next section. But in our rubric, you'll do a rubric check. And what does that mean? This is how they are grading you. In your proofreading, it will help you to look at your word choice, which is 15% of your grade, your sentences and paragraphs, which is 15% of your grade, and your grammar, usage, and mechanics, or GUM, which is 15% of your grade. So proofreading will help you with these three elements of your grade. Mark it paid, answered. The prompt asks you a question. Your essay needs to be a clear answer. With this element, you will make sure the prompt is answered clearly with evidence and the correct tone. If you're doing a narrative prompt, then you're going to make sure it's a fully developed story that is clear on the point of view and well-written characters. Let's look at the blue box. The special elements we're going to check when we look for answered. Did we do the citations? Did we summarize and quote correctly? Did we address the prompt? Did we use the right tone for your audience? Did we use our evidence correctly? Did we maintain our topic consistently throughout the essay? This is a very important one. We want to stay on track with our essays. Did our point of view stay consistent? Did we say I, and then she? Or did we stay with our point of view throughout? And in a narratives, did we use dialogue? And did we use good descriptions? On the rubric check, when we look for it answered, we're going to be working for our ideas and development, which is 30% of your grade on an essay. Mark it paid. The I is idea. You want to make sure you get your topic point made clearly to your reader. You want to be focused and smooth with your transitions and the idea all through your essay. If you're doing a narrative, you want everything to move in a logical manner with a good conclusion. Let's look at the blue box. Special elements we're going to check. We're going to make sure we have a clear topic and thesis sentence. We're going to stay focused on that thesis throughout our entire essay. We're going to check for good transitional sentences. And we're going to check for ideas that are linked, and we're going to relate it to our topic and thesis. Make sure when we have narratives we're writing that our logical sequences move through the story from beginning to end. Think chronologically. And then we're going to make sure that we have a good conclusion paragraph on all of our essays, regardless of what type they are. Our yellow box, let's do the rubric check. If we check the idea, we're going to be looking at organization, unity, and coherence. That is 25% of the grade on your essay. Mark it paid. The D is design. You are the designer of your essay. You want to design it so it's pleasing to read. Think of yourself like an architect. You want your building to be beautiful and functional. You're building something beautiful here for someone to read and to understand. So in our blue box, the special elements we're going to check with design is use figurative language and nuances and word meanings. We want to use really good detail, and we want to use a rich variety of sentences. We want to use compound sentences, complex sentences, and simple sentences. And we want to use properly formatted paragraphs. That means to have your first sentence indented, and then we want to make sure we have enough sentences in our paragraph. You should have a minimum of 4 sentences in your paragraph. Unless you're writing a narrative essay and maybe 1 or 2 sentences might move the story along. The yellow box is our rubric check. Here, when we're checking design, we're checking our word choice, which is 15% of the grade, and sentences and paragraphs, which is 15% of the grade. So I mentioned the rubric before on the other slides. So now you need to move on to section 5 and learn how to read and use a rubric. Below is just a small snippet of a rubric for grade 5 and grade 8. This is a very important part of your writing an essay, making sure you edit your paper and mark it paid so it's a polished piece of work. Let's move on to section 5.